What is up, everybody? Mr. Underhook's MMA, and this will be my official UFC 301 recap. I just got home from my friend's house. We were watching the fights, and they were good. Man, these fights were entertaining. Um, some very surprising results, and some huge told you so moments. I said Kyle Boralho, I'm pretty sure, round 2 KO. I said Michel Pereira round 1 KO. He dropped Poteri, and I feel like he could have KO'd him. I said Jose Aldo with a slight boring fight that he'd have to mix grappling into, where he'd win a decision. And I said Pantoja decision. And I said it was going to be close. Let's not talk about this fight. Terrible decision by Petrino. I don't know why he shot. And when Smith grabbed the guillotine, he slammed him into his closed guard. Not greatest fight IQ there, but it happens. Sometimes people just have off nights. For some, it's against Anthony Smith. But I'm just gonna quickly run through some of these cards. Ismail, or the what do you call it, prelims. I didn't really see this fight because I was getting ready to leave. Ismail Bonfim, I saw most of this fight. I mean, looks basically how we expected against the 41-year-old man. Jamie Mullarkey, I didn't even know he was on this card till today. Man, this poor dude is getting chinned absolutely nonstop. Someone's got to tell this dude to stop ducking. Like, that's how he keeps getting caught every single time. He ducks in every single exchange, and he got flying kneed tonight. So yeah, that happened to Jamie Mullarkey. Prelims, this got canceled. I didn't get to watch a ton of this fight, but it was pretty good. This was pretty boring, and it was a little surprising, but nothing too crazy. I really wish I got to see this fight, but I was watching Combat Night, and the main event was going on during it. But I saw Jack Shore had like a huge cut on his leg, and I think that's why they stopped it, but I could be wrong. But let's move into the good parts now. Not that this wasn't good. This was actually pretty good. But Paul Craig versus Kyle Boralho. I didn't really get to watch this fight, but I got to watch all the other ones. So honestly, I can't really do a breakdown of this. I mean, Paul Craig was not very successful with his grappling attempts. Kyle Boralho did Pereira's celebration. So I'm really not going to waste time on this, but I told you so. That's all I can say. He should not have been that much of a favorite, and neither should Vitor Petrino. I was borderline picking Anthony Smith. Not by sub or anything, but borderline picking him. He shouldn't have been this much of a favorite. Michel Pereira probably shouldn't have been that much of a favorite, but the other betting odds are okay. But anyway, Michel Pereira, this guy is going to be a problem for the middleweight division. I mean, he dropped Ihor in Potieria in the first 30 seconds of the fight. Then he just jumped around him, backflipped on him, and then guillotined him. It was very impressive by him. This man's on a 3-fight, minute-and-a-half finish streak. It's crazy. Actually, let's check real quick. I think he's finished all of his last fights by, what do you call it? Finish. Michel Pereira. How much you want to bet he doesn't come up? Yep. Time to go searching for him. Sorry, this is probably a little boring. My bad. How many Pereiras do you think there are on the UFC? A lot. Michel Pereira. Finish. Oh, and a split decision against Ponzinibbio. I didn't know it was that close. But yeah, three fight finish streak, all basically within a minute. Pretty impressive stuff. But yeah, that's what I expected. I said he was going to start strong. That's exactly what he did. Dropped Ihor with a jab. Pretty crazy. But yeah, that's my recap of this fight. Anthony Smith versus Vitor Petrino. Anthony Smith was landing some good leg kicks on Petrino. Petrino didn't really have an answer for him. DC was talking about how he was limping. But yeah, Vitor just kind of shot in for a sloppy double. They were against the cage. Anthony Smith grabbed up a guillotine. And, yeah, that was really it. Petrino picked him up, slammed him into guard, so basically submitted himself. We don't really got to talk about that much. So, yeah, Anthony Smith won by submission. This fight, guys, I might be the best person ever at picking like strikes and stuff. Like this fight played out exactly how I said it would. I said it would be a kind of boring fight. Um, you know, sort of fighting on the outside, maybe some leg kicks going on. That's what was going on at the beginning. But as the fight went on, Martinez kind of got a little scared to throw some leg kicks. That was a little odd. But yeah, Jose's boxing looked crisp tonight. He was landing some really good shots. Almost finished Jonathan Martinez. Then he shot in for some beautiful double, and he just held him on the ground for the rest of the time. But Jose might be back. I feel like he probably should have retired after this. Probably wasn't the greatest idea to keep fighting. But I mean, it was a pretty clear outclassing. I kind of felt bad. Jonathan Martinez was crying. But I guess that's what happens when you fight Jose Aldo, you know? Jose was landing really whatever he wanted. His straight punches were making the difference in this fight. They were just quicker than Jonathan Martinez's other strikes. And yeah, he looked good. I mean, kind of exactly what I expected. But, I mean, he's doing well for an old man, I guess, right? Now, on to the main event. Guys, this was such a good fight. It was so entertaining. I don't care what people say about Pantoja being boring. This was such a good fight. Oh my god. My friend was telling me I was glazing Steve Erceg. I was not. I literally picked Pantoja to win this fight by decision. Exactly what happened. Might be the greatest. But I said, this is gonna show that Steve Erceg is a top caliber fighter. This fight was so close. Steve Erceg might have won, honestly. I wasn't sure what to score it, but I know whatever it was, the scorecard should not have been 49-46 for Pantoja. Steve Erceg had this man bleeding all over the place with those beautiful elbows he was landing. Those were good. Right? Steve Erceg was landing some really nice elbows. We learned that Erceg is actually more than just a grappler. He was outstriking Pantoja. I mean, he was countering him whenever he blitzed in with those elbows. Had some really nice head movement. Pantoja was landing the leg kick. Steve Erceg wasn't throwing many. But listen, Steve looked so good out there. Pantoja was kind of dominating the grappling exchanges. He didn't land... I mean, he landed 9 takedowns, but it was still less than 50% success rate. But, yeah, it was a close fight, man. Yesterday. Oh, frick, yeah, it's 1:24 in the morning. But yeah, this fight was close. It was really close. Like I said, could have went to Steve Erceg. I'm kind of talking in circles right now. I'm a little tired. I was up early this morning. But, yeah, Pantoja stays the champion. And now that he's beat Steve Erceg, Mokaev does not beat him. And Amir Albazi, there's no way he beats him. I'd be more concerned about Albazi than Mokaev. But unless Steve Erceg gets another shot, this guy could make a flyweight goat run, honestly. Because Brandon Royval is not beating him. Brandon Moreno is taking a little break. The top 10's kind of occupied, or he's beaten them already. So, it's looking good for him, man. But this is also kind of what I expected in a way. I didn't think that Pantoja was going to out-grapple Erceg, and I didn't really think that Erceg was going to be outstriking Pantoja that bad. I knew it was going to be close, and I figured it was going to go to a decision. Everyone was saying, Pantoja's going to submit Erceg. That was not going to happen. Alright? Pantoja submitting Erceg just is not an outcome that would happen. Out of this fight. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I gotta finish this breakdown, holy. But yeah, that was not an outcome that we would be seeing from this fight. If anything, it would be... I'm not gonna say Erceg submitting Pantoja. That probably wouldn't happen. But in a future fight, I could honestly see Steve Erceg knocking him out. He's definitely probably the best boxer in the flyweight division. So that helped him a lot against Pantoja, you know? Yeah, he proved he was a top contender. He's definitely championship caliber, and I think if the judges were different, we could have had a new champion crown tonight. So I'm gonna end it right there because I'm tired, If you guys like the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.